All right. What we got? We got Taurus. Where are you, Taurus? Oh my God, there you are. Taurus. Sorry for the weird hands. I touched some plants, and you know what plants do? They kind of just bleed all over you. All right, so we got Taurus up here. Oh, we gotta light an incense because we're out of incense. Lovely Taurus gets a new incense stick. Lucky. I mean, what better for a Taurus than to have a nice smelling room or a nice smelling kind of office. This is the incense I'm using right now. It's made in Canada. See there? It's a lotus scents, scented. Very cool. Love the packaging. And it smells amazing. Nice smoke, and it'll last a while too. So yeah, highly recommend if you come across it. It smells absolutely divine. So, I dropped it. Let's get that in there. Perfect. All right, Taurus. Well, let's do something a little bit different. Let's just go into what is your message for this week, and we'll do some astrology as we go, as it comes up. And yeah, so this is general reading. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's okay. You can take whatever meaning you want from it. It is just a reading. So generally, I use rising signs for these. So if you know your rising sign, that's awesome. Or your moon sign, or your sun sign. Like whatever you want to do. Treat it like a pick a card, whatever you'd like. All right. So Taurus, what do we got going on? What is a message for our lovely Tauruses this week? Thank you. The Fool, jumping into new possibilities. This is awesome, Taurus. Great way to start the energy off for this week. Let's see, what else we got? What is the underlying message of this energy here? What is the underlying energy? Oh, okay, we got two cards. We got Judgment. All right, so we're using our Judgment and the Star. Excellent. Okay, so wow, that's amazing. That's some really good energy you got going on. So yeah, you're feeling inspired. Just go after whatever you want this week, it seems like. You're using your best judgment. You're being called into something fantastic. I mean, this is Uranus in your sign. This is like, hey, we're going to bring in whatever inspiration we need to, and really just like making it powerful. And what else we got going on in your astrology? Let's see here. So we have like Mars in your 12th house, so and that's all squaring all this like Saturn and Pluto, Jupiter stuff right now, and it's gonna get even more intense. So yeah, this week go after whatever you can this week, because like once Mars starts to go retrograde, everybody's gonna start to feel it. So yeah, just go after it this week. This is gonna be an awesome week for you. Let's see, how are things on the emotional front for our lovely Taurus? What is going on emotionally for Taurus? Thank you. Ooh, the Sun reversed. Okay, so this is major arcana up the wazoo here. So despite like this week going is gonna be friggin' amazing, what you gotta work on is finding that happiness. Like the star can feel a little bit dark sometimes, and feeling like the Fool, like you're just about to jump over the edge. There could be some fear regarding that. And so just like remember that everything is good. Like let's turn this upside down throughout this week. Let's get this emotional state kind of turned around. What is the underlying energy of this? Whoa, that's too many cards, please. Just one or two cards. What is the underlying message of this? Okay. King of Wands, is this the way you wanted it? Nope, King of Wands reverse. Alright, so you're not feeling very secure in your passions despite this inspiration. So yeah, I feel like you're coming from a place where you're a little bit down, but this week is still going to play out really well for you if you can take this leap of faith. Like you're using your best judgment, you're being called to something. So yeah, really, okay, what can Taurus do in their emotional state right now? Thank you. Knight of Swords. All right, so I feel like you're not being honest with yourself about something. We got two. Oh, Knight of Swords. Yeah, so not being honest, not delivering messages of truth. So if you're not being truthful about something with someone, I feel like I feel like it's bringing some tension and it's kind of stifling your passion. and stifling what you know to be true, and it's bringing your emotional state down. I feel like you could benefit from just grounding out, being honest with yourself first. More like, maybe you don't have to like just tell everybody everything, like, you know, confess anything, but maybe it's just like a time to really ground yourself and get in touch with your actual emotions. Despite there not being any cups on the board here, I feel like emotions are a strong thing, and it's coming from a mental place and like a mental passionate place. So yeah, it just feels, you're like disappointed right now. Maybe you got a message from somebody that's making you overthink things and is draining your passions. With this Knight of Swords, I feel like a bad message came in or something, and it's just dampening your mood. All right, let's see how let's see what you need to hear. So this is what's going to happen. So what does Taurus need to hear for this week? What does Taurus need to hear for this week in regards to making themselves feel better? How can Taurus feel better this week? How can Taurus feel better this week? Oh, okay. All right. So we got the King of Swords. This is saying that you really have to, or you'll really be moving into a state of honesty, and that will help you feel more alive. It'll help turn the sun around. And also we got the Eight of Swords. So kind of recognizing where you've been blinding yourself, I feel like. Recognizing how maybe this bad message that came in that's draining your passion, it's just an illusion, perhaps. Like maybe it's just something that lives in someone else's head, and now it's in your reality and you're kind of dealing with it. But you have the insight in order to dispel this sort of like non-threatening anxiety that you're feeling, because the Eight of Swords is very much, it's non-threatening. Out of most of the sword, it's pretty chill, because she's just blindfolded and she has like these imaginary swords around her. So if you can dispel this sort of false anxiety, I feel like you'll be way better off. So maybe do some shadow work, kind of like meditate and figure out what you need to do in order to feel better, or where those emotions are even coming from. Are they coming from you, or are they coming from other people? Are you dealing with other people's projections? You gotta think about this. All right, and what else do we got going on? We got the Page of Wands. So yes, some bright, passionate energy coming in. A message about some sort of project, perhaps. Some sort of just loving energy coming in. I like the imagery of the little girl with the sword here. It kind of feels like she's like a flag girl bringing something in for you. Yeah, exactly. Bringing something in for you. There's something coming in for you that's going to ignite your passion again. It's going to flip this sun upside down. So if you can get out of this mood and just follow your passions, go after. If this little girl's bringing you something, go for it. Like, this is going to be a good week. You're being called, and usually messages from spirit or whatever usually end up following the path of least resistance, which in most cases are other people. So if you get a message from somebody, go with it. Like, you're being called to do something, and just follow that inspiration. If it doesn't give you inspiration, don't do it. This is a week for really following your own path and kind of getting away from other people's sort of attitudes and projections. All right, let's go into the oracle cards and see what does Taurus need to hear. What if they have a question? Got two cards here. Thank you, Spirit. Got two cards. What do you got? All right. So get grounded and play. These came up for the last one. I'm gonna shuffle again, but just in case, yeah, get grounded and play. Like, this is definitely what it's about. But let's shuffle. Let's give these an extra shuffle here, because we don't want double cards. I want to really shuffle well. All right, what does Taurus need to hear? What is an answer to a question maybe that Taurus has? All right. Oh, thank you. One card. The ever unfolding rose. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. Perfect. So yeah, like this is something that you feel like it's happening to you, but it's not. This is all happening for your own growth. And I feel like it's coming in a very important time for you where you are feeling down, but things are looking amazing. All right, so let's take a rune, and for these runes, I'm gonna draw a rune, and then we're gonna take a look at the book and see what it says. Now, runes I use for, diagnosing what kind of energy you need to embody in order to really wrap yourself into your destiny and come to your full fruition. So what does my lovely Taurus need to hear? What does my lovely Taurus need to hear? Thank you. We got, all right, I put it down. Okay, geez, this Thursday, I believe. Yes, Thursday. It's the gateway. All right, I'm gonna read from the book here. This is the Book of Runes by Ralph Blum. This is like a old book. I believe they reprinted it as well. So if you want to get your hands on one of these, absolutely just do it, because I love the runes. All right, so we got Thursday reversed. Now Thursday usually indicates like the gateway in a place of non-action, which is interesting since it's in reversed. All right, let's see. A quickening of your development is indicated here. Yes, yes, and yes. Yet even when growth process accelerates, you will have reason to halt along the way. Yeah? To reconsider the old, to integrate the new, take advantage of these halts. So yeah, this is time to consider things and like kind of slow down. This is also the Knight of Swords in reverse. This is a slowing down. Yes, blockages. That makes so much sense now. And yeah, the King of Wands being reversed, like not feeling that passion all of a sudden, like things slowing down, and then getting this message at Page of Wands. Perfect. If you are undergoing difficulties, remember the quality of your passage depends on your attitude. Be certain that you are not suffering over your suffering. This is what I say to a lot of people, and that's what I said to Aries in the last one. It's like all you can change is your attitude when it comes to all this stuff. Like that is the only thing in life you can change, is your attitude. It's the only thing you're really in control of. Drawing Thursday as reversed demands contemplation on your part. Hasty decisions at this time may cause regrets. For the probability is that you will act from weakness, deceive yourself about your motives, and create new problems more severe than the ones you are attempting to resolve. Impulses must be tempered, yes, using judgment and inspiration to act. Impulses must be tempered by thought for correct procedure. Yes. Do not attempt to go beyond where you haven't yet begun. Be still, collect yourself, and wait on the will of heaven. This is the message coming in for you this week. All right, Taurus? All right, so yeah, this was your spread this week, and I hope you have a fantastic week. If this at all resonated, please drop me a comment down below. And hit the like if you liked it. Hit subscribe if you really want to, because that would be awesome. I love all my new subscribers. And yeah, if you'd like a private reading, I have a link to my website down below where you can purchase anything that I have going on, or purchase reading, astrology, tarot, whatever. All right, Taurus, well, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful week.